Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Our starter in this one, Marcus Stroman.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Okay, all set to go. And now for the Jays, Whit Merrifield. Payoff pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One away.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And now, Santiago Espinal. On the ground to third. Oh, nice play. And they get the out. Take a look at the lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Bo Bichette.
Really an essential part of this lineup. Top 5 in slugging in the American League right now. He's putting up some pretty big power numbers, and when you can get that kind of production out of a player like this, I tell you what, it's only going to make the team better as a whole.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stroh, a former first-round pick out of Duke back in 2012. When he was at Duke, he actually was a two-way guy. He played middle infield. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And the batter is George Springer. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career.
Yeah, this is a guy that goes out there every time looking to prove that height does not measure heart. It's something that he has written on the bill of his cap oftentimes when he's pitching.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 2. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back here at the friendly confines. And on the hill in this one, Alek Manoah. What do you have on him?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
The 2-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
At the belt and fires. Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Ian Happ up to hit. The 2-1. There's a strike. Singy Alec Manoah's turned into one of the better starters in the American League. Blue Jays drafted him out of West Virginia. He was the 11th overall pick in the 2019 draft.
Yeah, and just a year later, a big league all-star. So developed pretty quickly, and a front-end rotation guy for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Base hit center field. Senzel hustles to get it in, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
Back-to-back base hits. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Nico Horner. Lined, and that's a base hit. Swanson coming home. Play it home. He's safe. And it's a one-run game.
That's 3 singles in a row. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Danny Jansen to hit here.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And a 1-1. Ripped into left center for a base hit. Happ on his way home. 1 runs in. Horner flies around third. Cut off. Now a throw home. Safe at the plate. 3-2. They take the lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Anthony Santander at the plate. Jansen leads off second with nobody out. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Here comes Max Muncy. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The 2-2. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Brandon Drury to the plate. The 1-1. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the inning. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 4 and the Blue Jays 2. Here at Wrigley Field, here's Josh Naylor.
The designated hitter, Josh.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
The 1-1. Into center and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Digging in, Alejandro Kirk. And here it comes. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The 1-2. Got it by him for the K. And now it's Dalton Varsho. The pitch. In the air, out towards left center. And there's 2 away.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Now it's Nick Senzel. This one smoked out to left. Grabs it on the run. And the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They trail it here 4-2. Back here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the second. And now Bader up to the plate.
Look, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Tosses to first,
7.
and Bader is set down.
Gansby.
So the batting order turns over. Dansby Swanson stands in. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. Kicks and deals. Good eye right there. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see these guys a lot.
Yeah, Boog, these guys are all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with some of these guys. I'm sure he feels really good about that one. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
So a man aboard, and now it's going to be Ian Happ. Singled and scored his first time. Swanson leads off first with 1 away. And now a full count.
Count is 3-2.
Center field. Senzel should have this one. 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Horner, a guy who grew up in the Bay Area, was a huge fan of those late 80s, early 90s Oakland A's teams with Rickey Henderson and company. And Nico loved getting a chance to not only go watch Oakland play, but also the San Francisco Giants.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Doubled in his first AB. Dives, and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Bases full, 2 gone. Anthony Santander, the next Cub to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Cubs wind up leaving the bases loaded as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Top half of the 3rd inning with Merrifield up to the plate.
Third baseman, with Merrifield.
The 1-1.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. This to 3rd. What a stop. Throw to first. On the money. Nice play.
The batter is Santiago Espino.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton next to hit. Santiago Espino. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Next offering is in for a strike. Kicks and fires. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper is looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Max Muncy at the dish. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fly ball down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is gone. Max Muncy leaves the yard, his second of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 6-2.
I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Brandon Drury, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And stepping in is the speedy Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he waves at that one. One and two now. Bounce back to the mound. To second, there's one. Over to first, but he beats it. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson's turned into one of the best defensive shortstops in baseball, Chris. And a lot of the help came from Ron Washington, but Dansby put in the work. Manoah keeping an eye on him. Dansby Swanson, after all of that hard work defensively, won himself the Gold Glove in 2022. Bader runs. That's to third. Whips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
The left fielder, number 8,
Ian Happ, the next to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. The 2-1. Bader on at second with 2 down. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 7-2, and that's a 2-out double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That's as far as Alek Manoah will go, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Pitching change here, Mitch White.
Now,
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So digging in, Nico Horner. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Next pitch misses outside. And now it's 3-2. Runner at second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So first and second with 2 outs. Danny Jansen digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a ball popped up. Bichette makes the play, and that will end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to inning number 4. It's the Cubs 7 and the Blue Jays 2. And welcome back as we go to the top of the 4th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. There's a swing and a drive. Bader ranging back. Still going back. And that one is going to go. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's George Springer. His first at bat was a strikeout. Going to count 1 and 2.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And now it's even up. Out towards right center field. Renfroe makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And now it's Josh Naylor. And he's already singled in this game. Swings and misses. Now 1 and 2. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. Bangs off the wall. Naylor into second, and he's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
To the batter now, Alejandro Kirk struck out swinging his first time. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bader settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 25, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far.
Let's get him out.
Naylor at second with 2 down. In the air right field. Renfroe in position. Brings it in for the 3rd out. The Jays get 1 back on this homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Welcome back. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Anthony Santander.
Santander.
The 1-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Varsho calls it in, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 50, Hunter
Renfroe at the plate. 1 for 2. Three-2 on the way. Popped up. Guerrero on his way over and makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
The third baseman, number 13, Max.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He's already homered in this game.
Let's go one more time, baby.
1-1 now. And that one fouled off. One and 2 here. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The relay not going to get him. He's in there. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that is that. Cubs leave 1, but they still lead it 7-3. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Nick Senzel.
Here's a 1-1. And fouled off. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
The 1-2. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. He's got it. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Santiago Espinal.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
2 outs, runner at first. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette puts it in the air out towards left center. And Bichette is retired. And that is that. One left for Toronto. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Back here at the friendly confines. And here is Harrison Bader. Bounce to the left side. Merrifield to first in time. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. Movement in the bullpen. Zach Pop appears to be getting loose. This to center field. Espinal on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. On the ground to the left. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he's on at first. Nico Horner will hit next. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. The 2-1. That's in there.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Happ, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pickoff throw, and he just got his hand in there. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact. Well, plays made there, and that retires the side.
Great concentration to get that one started. He gets the force at second. Glove work at its finest.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. You got to be kidding me right here. Is he going to put him on?
So the leadoff guy being intentionally walked to get to the slugger. Okay. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now at the plate, George Springer. Nobody out. Runner at first. Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Guerrero around second, headed for third.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So now here's the DH, Josh Naylor. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get...
Swanson quickly to second for 1. And they tag him out.
left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
That's it for Marcus Stroman. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Adbert Alzolay.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
That smash towards center. Bader makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Blue Jays 5. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Cubs catcher, Danny Jansen. On the ground, and that chance handled. Espinal, jump throw. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Anthony.
Now Anthony Santander. And right back to the mound. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 50, Hunter Renfroe.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. 1 for 3. And a pitch. That clips the corner. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tim Meza, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Simber getting loose as well. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And now it's Max Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. The pitch. And a base hit into right. Renfroe around second, headed for third. Oh, he throws it away.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now the first baseman, Brandon Drury. Ball to strike. Hit hard. That gets through. In comes the runner from third. It's 8-5.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
So 2 on with 2 away. So up now for Chicago, Harrison Bader. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. The pitch.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base.
And now this is down for a base hit. Run comes in from second. It's 9-5.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So up next, Dansby Swanson. The pitch. Line drive, base hit. Drury around third. Now a long throw home. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 10-5.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Zach Pop taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 down. Ian Happ now at the plate. And a 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. They take the force out, and that is the inning. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Blue Jays 5. Here at Wrigley Field, we go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Nick Senzel. High fly ball out into left center field. Bader should have it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. Bunt attempt popped up. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
And here is Santiago Espinal. Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Man at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bo Bichette hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Bo Bichette blasts one out. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 10-7. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Base is empty with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next offering is fouled back.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
Haven't been to many games as a fan.
Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. Vladdy with a star scraper. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 10-8.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well. Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Right-handed reliever. That one catches the corner for a strike. 1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Another 1-2. In the air to left center. Bader should have it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And it's now a 10-8 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
You know, these Cubs digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Now, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Anthony Santander. Next pitch misses. 3-1 now. That's in there. Now 3-2.
3-2.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And a pitch. Line drive, Adam in center field, and the Cubs are down in order. They lead it though. It's 10-8.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The pitch. And that's a little high.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all. That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
The 1-1. Foul ball. That one just misses the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the right-hander deals. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Lifted in the air, right center field. Renfroe in position. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go. The Blue Jays can't cut into a 10-8 deficit. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Adam Simber.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. Simber is ready. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
So digging in, Max Muncy. And he grounds one to the right side. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And he beats it. He's safe.
I mean, come on, have a game. Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
And up next for Chicago, Brandon Drury. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Righty to the plate. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Action in the pen down there. Tim Meza up and throwing. Muncy leads off first with 1 away. Righty delivers, gets a piece, and stays alive. Two now. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ground ball could be 2. Merrifield over to second, and that's 2. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Blue Jays 8.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and there's the strike. This one high in the air to left center. And there's 1 down. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and now Whit Merrifield, and the righty deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And down on strikes he goes, and that'll do it.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And this one ends the final 10-8 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.